Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. We're back at Parkrun this week and Rothay Park in Ambleside in Cumbria, the Lake District. Beautiful place to be, spend a weekend. We stayed in Rydal, a village about maybe 2 miles up the road. I had a little bit of a warm up down this nice little country lane straight from Rydal into Rothay Park itself. A couple of things to know about Rothay Park is it's very tourist dense, if that's the phrase. The first timers briefing and the park briefing were kind of merged into one because the run director just knew maybe 3/4 of us were tourists. You're looking for a first timers briefing, it'll just be the main briefing at the start line. The other thing is the paths are quite narrow. Some places you maybe 3-4 people wide, other places you're lucky to get 2 people. But having said that, the way the start line is done, at least on the day I was there, it's a really diffused start line. We kind of just spread around across the field. It was quick, 3, 2, 1, go. And some people went straight along the path, some people did a diagonal across the field. And it works quite well to kind of space people out for where you want to be. If you're going to be a fast one, it gives you a chance to fly to the front. If you want to take your time, you can settle into your position in the middle or the back of the pack. Lets people start off how they want to do their run. The first bit of the run, straight down, follow the path. Follow the river just for a short while. And then you'll run back into the park past what becomes the finish line. And the volunteers super helpful because the finish line is somewhere different to the start line. People were leaving bags and coats and bits and bobs with the run directors and the marshals, who very helpfully took everyone's bags and stuff over to the finish line for them. Really good of them, really kind of them. So the first half of each lap is pretty much one-way traffic, and more or less the second half of each lap is two-way, it's a switchback. So you'll hear a lot about keeping right. If you've done park runs elsewhere, you'll probably hear keep right to allow other runners to go past you if it's a lapped course. On this run you'll hear keep right, and it's because of the switchback nature of the course. It's just to keep things safe and keep things flowing nicely. You'll go out along a path, exit the park, do a lap around the field, and then come back against the grain, against where you've just come from, and then run back to complete the lap.
To the right, everybody, watch them go.
This is quite possibly the most higgledy-piggledy course I think I've ever done at a park run, and I think that is a scientific term, higgledy-piggledy, but it's really good fun, nice and flat for pretty much all of it. I think there was one tiny bank, if you can call it a bank. I don't think you can. You get back to roughly where you started. but instead of following that path you'll go and do an extra kind of little section. Takes you down to the edge of the park and you'll pick up the river that you ran past briefly on the first lap, and you do an extra section alongside a longer stretch of the river. Which is really quite nice. Nice clear water in the river, and if you come from where I come from in the northeast, that's not always guaranteed. Yeah, really good park run. Really good volunteers, especially the ones looking after the bags and things. And well worth a visit if you're over in Cumbria.
Thank you guys. Cheers guys. Morning mate, thank you so much.